Hey, said I want come test me. Pick two rap with a sling might lick off a med like a man from Jesse. Heard that they talking that big talk, lip off, which God, listen, don't vex me. I'ma stand for the Father perpetually, definitely big man, don't get chesty. Any weapon they form, don't stress me. Hey, I'm an Israelite child, no destiny. Separated, he chose and select me. In his raiment, he clothed and he dressed me. Look without him, my soul will be empty. To the Lord of the hosts, I confess thee. I don't do this for sport or for trendies. Disrespect it'll only get messy. Yeah, they could never take hold of my faith. I'ma stand with my sword at the gate. Holiness to the Lord on the plate. See your idols ain't holding no weight. I ain't here trying to hold no debate. See my God ain't no soul to replace. Disrespecting a stone in your face. Look, you must be a fool to control.
Give all praises. God, here back on another Shabbat, you know, here to teach our people. Right. And the good brother came back.
Thank you.
You know, which is correct, which is amazing. And we're happy to see you here, King. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You know, we're happy to see you. You know, it's good that you came back. That way you can get more edified on who you are and what you should do. You know, being who you are, which is one of the 12 one of the Israelites from the 12 tribes of Israel, right? So. What is your nationality again?
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm a chef. I'm a cook. I'm a nurse.
Right. So what did God call you?
I have no God.
You have no God, brother? No. So you don't believe in the Most High?
I believe in something that made me magic.
Something that made you magic?
Yeah.
Brother, that's all.
This is where you come in.
This is where we come in?
Correct. Maybe I'm in the wrong place.
Brother, we taught you last week that you was an Israelite, right?
Right.
And you even said that you was an Israelite in the tribe of Ephraim, right? And then now you come in today and you're saying that it's all magic that you believe in and you don't believe in the Most High God. So like, you know, what's going on, brother? It's sounding like, you know, you're kind of backsliding on what you said that you believe in last week, and then now you're saying everything's all magic. You know, that's a strong delusion.
Only one thing, you got 10 brothers. I believe one God. That's it.
You believe in one God?
Okay.
Right. Is that the God of Jacob?
I don't know.
You say you don't know?
I'm confused.
You're confused?
Can you help me with that? Situation?
Alright, so we're gonna help the brother on, you know, bringing him back
and the Bible,
so we can re-jog his memory, right? Let's get Deuteronomy 7 and 6 real quick. Let's see if it re-jogs the brother's memory.
So what? You say, brother?
Look at Deuteronomy, brother. Chapter 7 and verse 6.
Who says?
Bring it out.
For thou art a holy people.
Thou art what?
Thou art a holy people.
Right.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
Help me.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
So brother. You gotta listen, brother. Because if you listen, then it might re-jog your memory from what we went over last week. Right? Yes.
I told you it's my Saturday.
Right. But let's see if this re-jogs the brother's memory. Read that from the top.
For thou art a holy people.
Right.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
To be a what?
To be a special people.
Nah, below everybody else.
A special people. Unto himself.
Right.
Above all people.
Above all what?
Above all people.
Above who?
Above all people.
So what are you, brother?
Puerto Rican.
You're Puerto Rican?
Yes, sir.
That's what the Most High God calls you, Puerto Rican. Do I find Puerto Rican in the Bible? Right. So Puerto Rican is not in the Bible. You know what I mean? It's not in the Bible. There's no Puerto Ricans in the Bible. It's only what the Most High God calls you. And that's to be from the tribe of Ephraim. Right?
But you might just this is it. It doesn't matter if you feel upset. Not Puerto Rican. But I want to hear it.
Alright.
If my phone, right?
Right, yeah.
I'm quiet.
Give me
I got
Hosea
quiet.
4:6. You're going to have to bring that up.
No, you don't have to.
Bring that up. Bring that up, yeah.
But just like Creole, you said Jamaican, it's just what it is.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Nope.
My people are destroyed.
My people are what?
My people are destroyed
Right.
for lack of knowledge.
For what?
For lack of knowledge.
Right now, it's seeming like, you know, I don't know what's going on, brother. It's a strong delusion. You know, we was here last week, and then now you're talking about, you know, you don't really remember, you know, huh? Right. But we was here last week. We were teaching you something, right? Right. Come on. And it's seeming like you're lacking the knowledge, but we're just here to re-jog your memory so that you can remember exactly what went on last week, and we're gonna, you know, try to get you a little bit more on the path so that you can remember that you're a child of Israel and you're from the 12 tribes.
Israel, what's that? Israel.
Israel would be your forefather.
That's a far country.
That's the huh?
That's the way far country.
No.
Way far.
Yeah, Israel is a country that's set up right now, but it's named after your actual forefather, which was the man Israel, who had 12 sons, and you will be from the tribe of Ephraim. So that's who Israel would be. His name was Jacob, later changed to Israel.
I know Jacob.
Okay, so Jacob's name was later changed to
So,
Israel.
why are you struggling with the hand? What's the beef right now? Like, which one do you have?
There's no beef here, brother. We're here to teach you something, brother, but read that again.
Puerto Rico, Dominicans. Puerto Rico, Dominicanos, Southwest.
My people are destroyed
Right?
for lack of knowledge.
For what?
For lack of knowledge.
Right.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
That's what?
Thou hast rejected knowledge.
Right, and it seems like you're rejecting the knowledge now, brother, because we're trying to teach you something, you know. Yeah, we're trying to teach you something just like last week. We remember you from last week, but we don't know what's going on with you, brother. But all we're gonna do is we're gonna pray for the brother, because you know the brother is, you know, last week he was saying this and that, and then now this week is just a little different. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just focus on teaching you, and you can soak up the knowledge again, or you know, if you want to reject the knowledge, who knows? But we're just gonna continue doing.
So, what is it all about? What is it about? What's it about? You want to help somebody, or you want to get peace? I see all that.
So, can a brother give me 2nd Chronicles 34 and 3? Can a brother give me Psalms 65 and 3?
So, can we help each brother and sister, family case? Can we do that?
Book of 2nd Chronicles.
You can just listen to the scriptures as they come out. It's cool. You know, you can soak up the information that's not too long. You want to bring that up then?
Book of 2nd Chronicles, chapter 34 and verse 3.
Right it out.
For in the 8th year of his reign, while he was yet young,
Right.
he began to seek after the God of David, his father.
Of who?
David, his father.
Right, this is the God of David, his father. Right, read.
And in the 12th year,
Right.
he began to purge Judah.
He began to what?
He began to purge
Judah!
Read.
and Jerusalem from the high places.
Right.
And the groves and the carved images.
And the what?
And the carved images.
Right, because these people were doing idolatry at that time, which is a sin. Right? So he had to purge it because
is that
they were doing a sin. Yeah, it's a sin to do idolatry. So
is that okay?
So it's not okay. It's not okay to sin against the Most High God. But moving on, these people were doing idolatry. You can go ahead and finish that.
And the groves, and the carved images, and the molten images. And they break down the altars.
And they what?
And they break down the altars of Balaam in his presence.
Right.
And the images that were on high above them.
Right.
He cut down.
Right. You could drop that right there. So the point is, they had to be purged because they were doing idolatry, right? And idolatry is a sin unto the Most High God. So you can't be doing idolatry. So they had to purge out the people who were doing idolatry. That's how you purge out that's how you purge out wicked things from amongst people, from amongst Israel, Islam. Right? You're going to bring that up. No.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 65 and verse number 3.
Read it out.
Iniquities prevail against me. As for our transgression, thou shalt purge them away.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt purge them away.
Right. You're supposed to purge away all your iniquities. Keep reading.
Verse 4. Blessed is the man whom thou choosest, and causest to approach unto thee.
Right. You could drop that right there. But you're supposed to go ahead and purge out all the sins and iniquities that you got, because iniquities and sins is hand in hand, right? If you're sinning, you're doing an iniquity. If you're doing an iniquity, you're doing a sin, right? And you have to purge out all those sins that you had been doing over time, right? And you have to go ahead and be clean from all your sins and set yourself, as a living sacrifice, clean unto the Most High God, right? Not with any spots or blemishes, right? Can brother give me the book of Tobit, chapter 12, verse 9? Sure. You got it? Yeah, Tobit 12 and 9.
This is the book of Purge, chapter 12 and verse number 9.
Get out.
For alms does deliver from death, and shall purge away all sins.
So what?
And shall purge away all sins.
Right, so alms, giving alms is a way of purging away all your sins, right? Giving alms, different things like charity, things like that. Putting your first foot forward for the Most High's business and doing things according to the Most High, right? Which is giving alms. That's another way to blot out your sins and purge out your sins so that you can remain clean after that, right?
Those that exercise alms and righteousness shall be filled with light.
Shall be what?
Shall be filled with light.
Right, so those people are going to be filled with life because they're the ones that's purging out all those iniquities by giving those alms, right? Instead of staying stagnant and adding iniquity onto iniquity and not thinking about how to get these iniquities away by only just keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. When it's in the commandment, to blot out your sins, right? So how are you going to do that? That's one of the ways to blot out your sins is to purge them out. And by getting alms, brother, give me Isaiah 1 and 25.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 25. And I will turn my hand upon thee, and purely purge away thy dross.
What?
And purely purge away thy dross.
Right?
And take away all thy tears.
Right. You got that right there. So, we would have to be purged by the Most High, right? Which is making us clean, right? The only way to be purged by the Most High is by doing what the Most High told us to do, right? And that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That's the only way that you can even love the Most High. So that's the thing that you're supposed to be doing in order to blot out those sins and make yourself clean for the Most High. right? Give me Zechariah 13.
I know, hungry now. Yeah, but you could do
The book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse number 9.
So this is the way that the Most High is going to cleanse us, especially this is the way that He's going to do it, and it's going to have to come to pass. This is a future prophecy that's by Zechariah that's going to like show you how we're going to be cleansed by the Most High. You want to read that?
Verse number 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire.
Through the what?
Through the fire.
So fire is a way to cleanse you, right? You got to purge out all your sins. You purge out everything to be cleansed. So you have to go through the fire in order to do that, right? Read.
And I will refine them as silver is refined.
Right?
And will try them as gold is tried.
And do what?
And will try them as gold is tried.
So you're going to be tried like how gold is tried, right? So that means that you have to go through that fire to be refined, right? That's the only way that you're going to be cleansed and burn off all that, iniquity that is all over you, like how gold is, and cleanse that gold and bring it through the fire to refine it to its shiny state, looking nice, presentable, and things like that, right? You can go ahead and drop that. You bring that one.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20 and verse 8.
Yeah.
But they rebelled against me and would
20 and 30.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20 and verse 38.
Look it out.
And I will purge out from among you the rebels,
Right?
and them that transgress against me.
You will do what? What?
And I will purge out from among you the rebels,
Right?
and them that transgress against me.
That do what?
That transgress against me.
What's the way that you transgress against the Lord? Is by breaking His laws. That's a transgression. It's breaking His laws. Breaking His laws, statutes, and commandments. So He's saying that He's going to purge out the ones that are amongst us that are continuing to, go against His will, which is keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? Just like the brother just brought out, He's going to bring us through the fire, right? So to refine this, the ones that are, basically not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, they're going to be stuck in that fire. They ain't going to be brought all the way through that fire, and they're always going to be stuck in that fire because, they're going against the Most High and they're just continuously breaking His laws.
I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn.
Where they what?
Where they sojourn.
Read.
And they shall not enter into the land of Israel.
They what?
And they shall not enter into the land of Israel.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to enter because, they went through the fire, but they didn't make it through the fire, pretty much, because they want to be still in this world and breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, doing all types of laws that's going to go against the Most High. And the Most High is just basically just not dealing with these men and these women that are in Israel just doing, iniquity after iniquity after iniquity. It just has to stop. It has to stop. All the iniquity that's happening, all the law breaking. You got to study this book and make sure that you don't keep breaking the laws because the Most High is just not going to deal with you on that point. You're going to be one of the ones that have to go through the fire and be refined. It's up to you right now to refine yourself. But can you give me Daniel 11:35?
got it in fire.
You gotta purge out these sins now while you have the chance, right? That way, when you get refined through that fire, you'll be able to purge out whatever other sins that was there on you and lingering with you. And you won't have to, you won't have to worried because you know that you're doing the will of the Most High right now. And by doing the will of the Most High, you know that there's more of a chance for you to be part of that 1/3 than just not doing anything and being like, I just give up. There's no giving up in this truth. You gotta stay strong, right? You gotta purge out all the sins, right? You gotta
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 11, verse 35. And some of them understanding shall fall,
right?
To try them and to purge.
Right. To what?
To try them and to purge.
Right.
And to make them white, even to the time of the end.
Right. So you got to make them white, right? Because think about it. You got a white. Say like you got a white tee, right? You got something spilled all over it, right? You're gonna want to try to get that, block that out, so that your t-shirt can be white again, right? So you gotta have to refine it and make it white again, right? And that's basically what's gonna happen when it comes to us. We have to be refined and made white again, right? That's not like saying, oh, we gotta go ahead and get some skin bleaching or something. No, that's referring to our garments where we have to be refined and made white again.
And to purge and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed.
Is what?
It is yet for a time appointed.
Yeah, because this is a future prophecy that's going to be happening, so it's yet for a time appointed, right? But you can go ahead and bring out what I got you.
Book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Many shall be purified and made white.
And made what?
And made white.
Right.
And tried. But the wicked shall do wicked.
And the wicked shall what?
But the wicked shall do wicked.
Right, the wicked is going to do wicked. Right? I'd rather be purged and made white instead of continuously just being wicked day in and day out. Right? Because that's not a good thing to do, because by just being wicked, you're not going to be able to get that purge that's going to happen and made completely white with the white robe and everything, and doing everything according to the Most High's will, right?
And none of the wicked shall understand,
right?
but the wise shall understand.
The wise what?
The wise shall understand.
So you gotta be wise and know these scriptures and be able to, break down these scriptures and have a spiritual language. That way you know exactly what to do when it comes to the Most High. And by studying these scriptures day in and day out, it's gonna give you a chance to purge out everything that you had. And first you gotta know what the sin is. And then you have to apply yourself so that you can stop doing what sin is. And sin is transgression against the Most High, breaking His laws, right? Brother, give me Matthew 3:12.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 3, and verse number 12.
Bring it out.
Whose fan is in his hand,
Right.
and he will truly purge his floor.
What?
He will truly purge his floor and gather his wheat into the garner.
And what?
Into the garner.
Right.
But he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire.
He'll do what?
He will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire.
Right. So you have to purge yourself, right? Thoroughly for the Most High. That's what you have to do. You have to purge yourself thoroughly for the Most High, right? You can go ahead and bring that up. Yeah.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11.
Get out.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Right.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
To do what?
To do evil.
Right. So you're gonna have to pay for those sins, because you're doing evil, then judgment is going to come, you know, very swiftly for you because you're doing those evils, right? And you're not purging out those sins and just continuing in those sins, right? Can you give me 1 Corinthians 5:7?
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 7.
No.
Purge out, therefore, the old leaven.
The what?
The old leaven.
So you're going to have to purge out the old leaven. You're going into Passover, right? So you're going to have to purge out all that old leaven before you get to Passover. Don't think, oh, I'll purge out all my old leaven when I get to Passover. You should be doing that before, after, during, refining yourself, right? You go ahead and finish it.
Purge out, therefore, the old leaven,
right?
that ye may be a new lump.
You'll be a what?
That ye may be a new lump.
Right? Read.
As ye are unleavened.
You are what?
As ye are unleavened.
You want to become unleavened, like the unleavened bread that you're going to eat during the Passover. You want to become unleavened because you have to purge out all those iniquities. You got to do it before Passover, during Passover. It doesn't matter. Continue purging out all your iniquities because that's what's going to make you clean. That's what's going to get you, you know, to be righteous, to be holy unto the Most High, separate. You're set apart from all iniquity that's around you. You have that spiritual lens so you can see iniquity right when it's about to come up. Be like, you know, Satan, get away from it.
Right.
So, what I got you over? No, 9:14.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 9, and verse 14.
No.
How much more shall the blood of Yahawah, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to Yahawah?
Without what?
Without spot to Yahawah.
Right, so he offered himself without spot to Yahawah, right? So you have to try to do the same thing. Don't try, actually, present yourself with no spot, no blemish. You gotta purge out all those sins that you had and present yourself as, you know, no spot, no blemish. You know, you gotta be a teacher and a right? So you gotta be without spot and without blemish when it comes to the Most High's work, right? So you gotta purge out those sins and you gotta, you know, present yourself just like how Yahawah did as well. You gotta read.
Purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God.
Do your what?
Purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living God.
So you gotta purge out your conscience too. So you gotta purge out what is actually going on in your mind as well. You can't just, you know, you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna serve the Most High, but at the same time, I'm gonna go against the Most High. You know what I mean? That would be off by doing
I'm trying to tell you. That's a man.
I've been in and out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, and verse number 6.
Look it out.
Right.
By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged.
Iniquity is what?
Iniquity is purged.
Right.
And by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil.
What?
Men depart from evil.
Right, so you gotta have the fear of the Lord in order to depart from evil, right? In order to depart from evil, you have to have the fear of the Lord, because that's what's gonna purge you and get that evil out. Is by doing the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord.
Right.
You know, loving thy neighbor.
I love you guys, man.
You know, being righteous by doing everything. It's the only way you can love your neighbor is by doing the law, statutes, and commandments. If you're breaking the laws of, you know, Yahawah, then that means that you don't love your neighbor. Because you're doing things that's contrary to your neighbor and not even, you know, worrying about your neighbor because you're supposed to be there for your neighbor to teach him that doing sins when it comes to the Most High is going to be something that is going to, not get you purged and not, allow you to be part of that 1/3. We're trying to pull our people in so that they can, come back to their nationality and basically, show that they're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. That's what's going to purge you. Because there's different ways of purging out your
brother. Bring it up.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 4 and verse 4. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion.
What?
The filth of the daughters of Zion.
Right.
And shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem.
What?
Purged the blood of Jerusalem.
Right.
From the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning.
Right. So you gotta be purged, whether you're a brother or whether you're a sister, right? You gotta. It's not just for the men to purge, the sisters to still be out there being wicked. No, it's for the brothers and the sisters, because that's what you gotta do. You gotta purge out that old leaven, which is those sins, those iniquities. These are just all different ways of the Most High just explaining to you. But you gotta purge out all your sins and all your iniquities, right? And present yourself spotless, without blame, unto the Most High. You know what I mean? But with that, I'm gonna say, Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Hey, said I want come test me. Pick 2 rap with a sling might lick off and med like a man from Jesse. Heard that they talking that big talk, lip off, which God, listen, don't vex me. I'ma stand for the Father perpetually, definitely big man, don't get chesty. Any weapon they form, don't stress me. Hey, I'm an Israelite child, no destiny. Separated, he chose and select me. In his ring, he clothed and he dressed me. Look without him, my soul will be empty. To the Lord of the hosts, I confess thee. I don't do this for sport or for trendies. Disrespect, it'll only get messy. Yeah, they can never take hold of my faith. I'ma stand with my sword at the gate. Holiness to the Lord on the plate. See, your idols ain't holding no weight. I ain't here trying to hold no debate. See, my God ain't no soul to replace. Disrespecting us, thrown in your face. Look, you must be a fool to